Hey, welcome back to Stock Talk with Eric Anthony. I hope your guys' week has gone well so far. I know it's been a minute. Truth be told, I had a whole nother video ready and loaded. I tried to load that thing like 3 times on YouTube. It like went up, came down. I don't really know what happened there, but needless to say, I'm gonna try to put that in with today's video. But for today, I have a really quick update on Palantir, some exciting news regarding a contract extension, what we should look for with a big announcement out in September, and when earnings will be for Palantir. I also want to bring to you guys' attention for Desktop Metal a little something about some foam, and want to show you some exciting things that have happened with market share for Affirm. And I also want to bring to you guys' attention what Nndm has done in the past few months with regards to some acquisitions as well as over the past year, and we'll go over that in a quick bit. So anyway, thank you so much for checking in. Let's get to it. Okay, so we got some exciting stuff right off the bat with Palantir. The U.S. Army Research Lab has expanded its artificial intelligence and machine learning contract with Palantir for just under $100 million. Today, it was announced that it will expand its work with the United States Army Research Laboratory to implement data and artificial intelligence, AI machine learning capabilities for users across the commands, also known as COCOMs, C-O-C-O-M-S. The contract totals $99.9 million over 2 years. Palantir first partnered with the Army Research Lab to provide those on the front lines with state-of-the-art operational data and AI capabilities in 2018. Palantir's platform has supported the integration, management, and deployment of relevant data and AI model training to all of the armed services, COCOMs, and special operators. This extension grows Palantir's operational RDT and E work to more users globally. Maintaining a leading edge through technology is foundational to our mission and partnership with Army Research Laboratory, said Akash Jain, president of Palantir USG. Our nation's armed forces require best-in-class software to fulfill their missions today, while rapidly iterating on the capabilities they will need for tomorrow's fight. We are honored to support this critical work by teaming up to deliver the most advanced operational AI capabilities available with dozens of commercial and public sector partners. By working with the U.S. Army Research Lab, integrating with partner vendors, and iterating with users on the front lines, Palantir software platforms will continue to quickly implement advanced AI capabilities against some of the DoD's most pressing problem sets. We're looking forward to fielding our newest ML, edge, and space technologies alongside our U.S. military partners, said Shannon Clark, Senior VP of Innovation Federal. These technologies will enable operators in the field to leverage AI insights to make decisions across many fused domains, from outer space to the seafloor and everything between. So another thing you guys want to keep in mind is this date, September 5th. The NHS will reveal $360 million federated data platform contract winner. And right now, Palantir is up for the running for that contract. So again, today we have the announcement of the contract extension that started in 2018 with the Army for just under $100 million. And that would be for an additional 2 years. And we still have around the corner to find out if Palantir will land that $360 million contract with the NHS. Again, that's just a quick update on Palantir. Let's hop into the charts really quick to see how they've been doing these past couple days. Okay, today Palantir was up just over 1%, which equated to about 11 cents, and they closed today at $10.13. And like I had mentioned earlier with Desktop Metal, who presents their earnings on August 8th, Palantir will also present on August 8th as well. And they're gonna do that before the market opens. All right, so August 8th, September 5th. Keep those dates in mind for all my Palantir fans out there. Now, really quick, let's hop into some of those things that I tried to upload in last week's video that just couldn't make it. So let's hop into some exciting things that I saw regarding Desktop Metal, Affirm, and Nndm. SeatGeek today announced a new partnership with Affirm, the payment network that empowers consumers and help merchants drive growth. Now that we've talked about their partnership, let's talk about some of Affirm's market share that they've been able to take a hold of in the past year. Check this out. Macquarie analysts think that web traffic analysis points to Klarna and Affirm gaining market share from their buy now, pay later rivals. They see in a note to clients that Klarna and Affirm recorded on a year web traffic growth from June of 19% and 35% respectively. At the same time, total traffic across soon to merge Zip and Sezzle declined by more than 35% on year. Afterpay's traffic declined in May by more than the previous month they had. The analysts also think that the industry is starting to show signs of normalization, with Afterpay's moderating merchant additions for June as a possible signal of the maturity at the block-owned platform. All right, Desktop Metal. Let's start with some things that caught my eye actually just yesterday out on Twitter. Look at these images. These are pictures of some big buys that are happening in both during the market and after hours. Pretty insane, right? Haven't seen that in quite a while. Let's actually jump into their price action and where they're at today. Desktop Metal is trading about just around $2.60, and on the day it's actually up just under 4% at the time of this recording. And if you're wondering, what's kind of going on, let me show you some highlights that have come out recently for Desktop Metal. Desktop Metal to unveil the 3D printing heat-activated foam for cars and shoes. They plan a type of foam that the US-based industrial 3D printer maker claims could significantly change the way athletic shoes, automotive seats, and other products, such as beds, are produced. According to a company's statement reviewed by Reuters, a new type of photopolymer resins or foam dubbed free foam that can be 3D printed to a desired design in a compact form. And this was put on display at a trade show back in Michigan just a few weeks ago. The 3D printed foam can be heated and expanded later on demand in an oven close to a final point of use or assembly, helping manufacturers from athletic shoe makers to furniture producers to car seat makers, which ultimately saves shipping and inventory costs. 3D printing, also known as additive manufacturing, is a technology that allows complex shapes to be built up in layers from particles of plastic or metal, viewed by Washington as a sort of innovation that will enable the United States manufacturers to flourish and create jobs. Conventionally manufactured foam has had many challenges, said CEO Rick Fulop. And in case you guys didn't know this little tidbit about Desktop Metal, some of their clients are actually BMW, Toyota, and a little company called SpaceX. It uses molds that limit designs, and conventional foam products are dense and heavy, making it cumbersome to transport efficiently. Now, free foam allows manufacturers to 3D print a foam design in the exact shape and durability that they desire, but much lighter. You ship your part tiny, and then in the local factory where you're going to use it, the part blows up, and that gives you a better supply chain, but also it is greener, Fulop said in a recent interview, noting that 3D printing creates less material waste than traditional manufacturing methods. You can cut the weight of a seat by 2/3 doing this. That's just a few examples of their 3D technology can do with foam. I think one of the biggest things you want to pay attention there is what it can do for our labor force with regard to creating jobs, and more importantly, streamlining some of the supply chain, especially in the climate that we have right now with the ports and that whole situation that's basically been happening for almost the past 1.5 to 2 years. Let's jump into some other news that also came out with Desktop Metal. Desktop Metal expands global partnership with SolidCam to 4 new countries in the Americas, Europe, and Asia. SolidCam, a global leader in innovative CAM software for CNC machining and distribution of related digital manufacturing solutions, has more than 20,000 CNC manufacturing customers worldwide. A desktop sales partner in Germany since 2021, SolidCam will now also sell the company's metal additive manufacturing systems in the United States, the United Kingdom, Israel, and India. SolidCam's CNC plus AM Center of Excellence showrooms are currently being completed in the United States, UK, and Germany, which will all feature Desktop Metal's studio system and shop system solutions for demonstrations, education, training, benchmarks, and a small series of production. Now, mind you, this is pretty huge because ever since, the vid has come out since 2020, a lot of these in-person expos and just ways, especially when it comes to the 3D printing world, these are the type of things that you want to see in person. So to find out we're finally going to able to see the technology showcased in this capacity is huge, because just think about now that people can finally see it, and it's not just something that you hear about or you read about or you just see online. this is going to be great for sales. A new CNC plus AM co-marketing campaign will showcase how Desktop Metal's AM 2.0 technology complements SolidCAM software and machining solutions with joint activities for the IMTS 2022 this fall in Chicago. I also want to let you guys know that it was recently announced that the CFO for Desktop Metal is stepping down. On July 12th, it was announced that James Haley will be transitioning from his role of CFO of the company to pursue other interests. In order to ensure a smooth transition, Haley will remain in his current role through the earlier of December 31, 2022, or the date a new CFO begins employment, and he will serve in an advisory role for a period thereafter. Desktop Metal has retained a leading executive search firm to assist in a thorough and thoughtful search for a successor. All right, well, that sums up the news on Desktop Metal. Let's hop into Nano Dimensions. Over the past 3 months, Nano Dimension is up 13.21%. On July 18th, Nano Dimension announced that it owns 12.12% of the outstanding ordinary shares of Stratasys Ltd. With $521 million and $607 million of revenue in 2020 and 2021 respectively, Stratasys is a leader in the global shift to AM, or additive manufacturing, through smart and connected 3D printers, polymer materials, a software ecosystem, and parts on demand. Stratasys serves customers worldwide by transforming product design, bringing agility to manufacturing and supply chains, and improving patient care. Yoav Stern, the CEO of Nano Dimension, commented that the purpose of Nano Dimension in buying Stratasys shares is the formation of a strategic investment in a market leader which is well established in a relatively seasoned market segment. While Nano Dimension's disruptive technologies in AME and 3D metal printing supply its shareholders with value created by accelerated growth and expansion curves. Hence, an investor in Nano Dimension will gain from its value creation in blue ocean type AM sectors, plus having strategic upside from investments in Stratasys, which enjoys a commanding presence in large, stable, more mature, mostly polymer-based AM technologies. In contrast, Nano Dimension's material development thrust and business model strategy are centered around metals with electromechanical conductive parameters, metals with superior mechanical qualities, dielectric material, and printing of multi-dimensional electronic devices and mechanical parts. That's not the only thing that has been announced for Nano Dimension. They've actually made a few more acquisitions this year as well as last year, and I'm going to highlight those. Nano Dimension announced that it had reached an agreement to acquire Formatec Holding, which includes its 2 subsidiaries, Admatec Europe BV, also known as Admatec, and Formatec Technical Ceramics BV, also known as Formatec. Formatec was purchased for $12.9 million net of cash held by the company and will be in addition to previous acquisitions Nano Dimension has made during 2021. Formatec Holding is described in a release by Nano Dimension as a leader in the development and production of additive manufacturing and 3D printing systems for ceramic and metal parts for end users. Formatec Holding systems are industrial grade, powered by digital light processing technology, and use materials with superior mechanical, electrical, thermal, biological, and chemical properties to produce a range of parts for medical jewelry, industrial, and investment casting use. Yoav Stern, CEO, had this to say: Admatec and Formatec's products and services expand Nano Dimension's Fabrica division, adding volume manufacturing capabilities to the high-precision micromechanical Fabrica 2.0 systems. Last year, they purchased DeepCube, which is a machine learning company. The core of DeepCube's proprietary technology is a set of deep learning algorithms that the company uses to improve data analysis and implement complex artificial intelligence systems. Their framework can be implemented on any hardware in both data centers and edge devices, with benefits such as improved speed and reduced memory usage. Nano Dimension had paid $40 million to DeepCube shareholders and a further $30 million in American Depository shares, which will stand still for varying periods up to 3 years. And as we just discussed, Nanofabrica, this is a company they also bought. They bought this company back in 2021, and this is a company that produces 3D additive manufacturing systems. The main product is Fabrica 2.0, used by original equipment manufacturers, also known as OEMs, in all industries who want to create small or large parts with micron level accuracy. Nanofabrica's technology can produce highly accurate parts with ultra-fine detail to the standards required by many industries such as aerospace, electronics, automotive, and medical. Another company they bought was Global Inkjet Systems, which is a developer of application software, drives electronics, and ink system components that support a wide range of industrial inkjet printheads. This is all managed by very sophisticated software called Atlas, which delivers the inks accurately. Unlike what it seems at first glance, this is not a materials company. It is a company that worked with Nano Dimension many years before its acquisition and has over 130 customers worldwide. With the acquisition of Formatech Holding and what Nano Dimension paid, in 2021, the company had revenues of $5.3 million with a gross margin of 56%, in line with Nano Dimension's gross margin. Analysts estimate of Nano Dimension's revenue in 2022 were $30 million. The company said in its last quarterly report that it expects a growth of about 300% year over year from 2021. So that would be about $40 million in revenue. Suppose we assume in the bearish case that Formatech does not grow its revenue during 2022. In that case, the acquisition could increase analysts' estimate revenue by 17%. Something I want all you guys to keep in mind, Nano Dimension has about $1.2 billion in cash. Its share price is less than its market value. And also remember, it is still not profitable. So again, just something to kind of put on your radar for all you longs out there in the 3D printing space and the buy now, pay later space. Okay, well that wraps up the video for today. Again, really quick on Palantir. Now you get a better idea of what Desktop Metal has and works with regard to foam and kind of where we're at with some of their share price action. Again, August 8th is when the earnings will come out for Desktop Metal as well as for Palantir. Hopefully you able to leave with this to get a better idea of what Nano Dimensions has been doing. Well, anyway, thank you so much for checking in with Stock Talk with Erik Anthony. And like always, I'll see you mañana. As long as the video uploads. As long as the video uploads. All jokes aside, thank you so much. I'll talk to you guys soon.